The reason I use the magic thread because you can move your hook up and down easier. Oh. Whoa. Nice. Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to share with you the setup for halibut in the bay, especially in the bay, because when you do it in the ocean, it's a little bit different. Okay, so today I'm going to talk about setup, about what rods I'm going to use, the setup, the weight, the flasher, the hoochie. So I'm going to talk to you guys all about it. Today I'm not going to share with you the detail how to tie all the knots. Maybe I'm going to do into another video. First of all, let's talk about my rod. When I fish for halibut in the bay, I use a very light tackle, very light, because you all know halibut, they're very picky. So my light tackle here, when I'm talking about light tackle, is my tip. The tip of my rod is very, very sensitive. Okay, so when the halibut strike, they do not feel any resistance from the tip of the rod. So this is my favorite rod that I usually use for halibut fishing in the bay, also for striper. Okay, this is a very old ugly stick that I have for over 20 years. Okay, but it's very strong. All the eyes are still pretty good. So this is my setup, and this is my spinning reel. I love spinning reel. I don't know why. For me, it's fun to fight the fish with the spinning reel. This one I have is the Shimano 4000. Okay, and this one I have is 50-pound line. Okay, freight line. Okay. This is very cheap. I bought it for like $20, the Shimano here. Okay, now let's talk about the setup right here. My setup a little bit different than other people. A lot of people, when you fish for halibut, you use the three-way. Okay. For me, I also use the three-way, but a little bit different. My three-way here is I'm using the sliding right here. Okay. This is exactly the setup you have for sturgeon. Okay, but for me, when I do for halibut, I have the sliding right here, and it's still three-way. See right here, I have a line right here for the sinker. Okay, so it's still the three-way. You see it? It's still the three-way. However, the reason I do sliding right here, for me, I don't know how, but it's better for me when the fish strike. It only go the strike go directly into your tip of the rod right here, and it doesn't carry the line. The sinker. Okay, if you have the three-way. Okay, for example, right here. If you have the three-way, okay, and then when the fish they strike, there's a resistance from the weight. Okay, so sometimes halibut they let go. Okay, that's why I modify my setup a little over the years. Before, from the beginning, I used a three-way. Now I use a three-way sliding right here. So when the fish strike, see it? When the fish strike, it goes directly into the tip of your rod, and it's no resistance from the sinker right here. You see it? I usually have it like for 2 feet. Okay, from here to here, it's about 2 feet, from 18 to 24 inches. Okay, so this one is about almost 24 inches right here. Now, let me show you again. So when you throw, right? When you throw for halibut or you trip, the sinker bounces up and down from the bottom. Okay, now, when the fish strike, it go right here. This one slide, okay? So it doesn't carry the whole weight. So the fish doesn't feel like that something is hold onto the bait. That's why I use the slide in here. But exactly, it's still the 3-way, but it's just a sliding right here. Let's talk about my leader right here, okay? So from here, I have a leader. My leader is usually about 5 feet, okay? Some people only have 3 feet, but for me, I love to have a longer leader. So my leader is usually about 5 feet, okay? So for my main line, I have a swivel right here, okay? The reason I have the swivel right here because when you throw your bait, you spin it, okay? So this one, it will prevent from twisting your line, okay? Now, about 2 inches, I mean not 2 inches, 2 feet from your hook, I'm gonna put a hoochie, okay? I'm gonna put the hoochie right here. And maybe you wonder how you do like this. It's stuck right here, right? Let me show you. I have a knot. I have a knot right here, and I have a bead in here. See it? I have the bead in here. You see? The reason the hoochie stop right here because I have the bead right here with the double overhand knot right here. Okay? So I'm going to show you how to tie that one right now. Okay? So first of all, I'm going to put in the bead. Okay? The bead, you make sure that the hole is very small. If the hole is big, it's not going to work. Okay? So I'm going to put my leader through here. Okay? So it's about 1 feet from the hook right here. Okay? So I'm going to tie the double overhand knot. 1 time and then 2 times. Okay? And it stops. Okay, I forgot one thing. This is the hoochie, okay? You're gonna cut just a little tiny so the line can go through, okay? Just a tiny little hole. Okay? I'm supposed to put this one in first before I put the bead. Okay? I'm supposed to put this one in first right here. Okay? So now I'm gonna cut it right here. Okay, I'm going to put it through this way. Okay, that's my hoochie. Okay, now I'm going to tie it to the swivel again. Okay, so for my main line here, I have a swivel right here. It's about maybe 2 feet, and I have a swivel right here, and then I have my hoochie. Okay, now I'm going to do my hook. Usually I use a very small octopus hook. Maybe this is I think it's number 2 hook, okay? And I'm going to put the needle through, okay? And then I'm going to tie it right here, okay? A lot of people use fishing line to tie it. For me, I'm going to do it different. I'm going to use the magic thread, okay? The rubber thread, right here. And I'm going to tie around right here about maybe 20 times. The reason I use the magic thread because you can move your hook up and down easier. Okay? And it will stay for all day. Okay? I've tried so many times already. Okay, so I use a magic thread. So it depends on your bait. You can move this hook up and down. Okay, and then you all know that for halibut you have to have the trailer hook. I'm going to use the tremble hook right here. It depends on your bait. If you have a small bait, you use a small trailer hook. If I catch a big jack smelt, right, I'm gonna use a big hook. Usually I use this hook for my jack smelt. See it? You see the difference? This is for the little bait, okay, anchovy, and this is for my big jack smelt. Okay, and then I'm gonna tie this hook right here. Okay, this is my setup. Okay, see it? Right here. And you know how to put on your bait, right? This one you put into the mouth of the bait, and this is on the tail. 90% of the time I caught my halibut with the stinger, with the trailer hook. Okay, so the trailer hook is very important when you catch halibut. Okay, now if you have a little anchovy, and this distance is okay. If you have a big jack smelt, right? This is you can move. You can adjust. You can move this octopus hook right here. See it? Let's see. I'm gonna move it for you. See it? So with that magic thread, it's very good. It's really tight, but you can also move it. Okay, you see it? I can move up and down with the magic thread. See, when I go for halibut or fishing, I always buy one roll of magic thread. Okay, so guys, that is my setup for trolling for halibut. Now let's talk about the sinker, the weight. On my boat, I always have 1 pound. Okay, usually 1 pound. When I troll for halibut in the ocean, I use 1 pound. But in the bay, I usually use from 12 ounce to 10 ounce, 8 ounce, okay, or 6 ounce. Okay, usually 6 ounce too small for trolling, but from 8 ounce to 12 ounce, that's when I use. It depends on the speed of your speed of trolling speed. Okay, if you troll fast, you have to have bigger weight. Okay. Now let's talk about how to catch your halibut. Okay, for me, right, I love trolling for halibut. When I troll, I also put on the flasher. Okay, I have the small flasher, I have a big flasher, and I also have this one. I don't know what they call helicopter flasher. It's going to spin. Okay, it's going to spin. Like this, okay, so it get the attention from the halibut. Okay, so when do I troll? When I troll, when there's no current at all, it's like flat tide, no tide at all. That's when I troll. Now, when I trip, this is my setup for trip. Okay, I don't put the flasher on, because when I put the flasher, when I trip, my bait sometimes get tangled with the flasher. So usually I only troll when I only use this flasher when I troll. Okay, if I trip, usually I just trip without the flasher. Okay, now. What weight do I use when I trip? See, when I trip, I only use like 4 ounce or 3 ounce. I don't use big weight when I trip. Okay, because most of my setup, my rod is very sensitive, light rod. So if I use a big weight, my tip of the rod go like this. Okay, so usually I use a very light weight, like 3 ounce, 4 ounce, 2 ounces when I trip. Okay, that is how I trip. Okay, I trip. Let's recap here. I trip when there's no when there's a very good current. about 1 to 3 miles. Okay, that's when I drift because they have current. And when I drift, I do not use flasher. Okay, this is the setup I use when I drift. For live bait, for frozen, I use this setup. Okay, when it's no current, I use I throw. Okay, when I throw, I use a bigger weight. Okay, I use like 8, 10, 12 ounces when I throw in the bait. Okay, so that is my setup. I always use a very light tackle with a very sensitive rod. Okay, very sensitive rod. That's when I catch a lot of halibut with a very sensitive rod. And I have seen it on the boat when other people fish with a heavy tackle, heavy rod. Usually I catch more fish than them. Okay, that's from my experience. I might be wrong. Okay, that's what I have for today. Next week I'm going to share with you what bait I use when I fish for halibut. A lot of people use frozen bait. When you have no live bait, you use frozen anchovy, frozen herring. There's one more secret bait that I tried last year, and I caught most of the big halibut. Okay, and I'm going to share with you next week about bait for halibut, because this video is a little bit long already. Okay, so thank you so much for watching my video. Please stay safe, stay healthy, and I will see you in the next video. Okay, bye bye.